All right. Once again, welcome guys to our part 2 video on how to grow a small account. Right. So on this part 2 video, I'm going to be dealing mainly about your trading behavior. I'm going to be dealing mainly about your trading behavior. I know it is not easy to trade a small account. It is not easy. I have to be so frank and true to you. It is not easy to trade a small account. However, a small account can grow if you focus and your emotions are in the right place. First of all, there are things that you shouldn't do. Don't rush into the market. Number 2, don't trade every setup that you see. And number 3, always trade one pair at a time. Always trade one pair at a time. Now, on this one, on trading one pair at a time, I will have to emphasize the fact that when you want to trade a small account, I will suggest that look for a swing pair. Not that you are going to swing the pair, but look for a swing pair. In other words, I'm simply saying that the setup that you are going to trade should be a setup that can at least last for days. In other words, I'm simply saying, if you enter, let's say you see a setup, maybe you're at peak formation, then you see your M15 showing you your pair, then you enter right here, maybe it's 0.01, and you have a $10 account, you will realize that when your trade moves level 1, when it moves to level 1, now on its way to level 2, definitely you are going to look for setups right here to add positions, because you entered maybe let's say 2 positions right there, and they are let's say maybe $6 in profit, both of them. So it means that your account is somewhere around that's 22, somewhere around $32. So when you are now approaching level 1, the rule is close one position so that your account gets to $16 equity. And then you are left with one position running. Now, when you add some positions here, make sure you add 2 positions again, like you did the previous day. Now, on your way going down, that position would now be around $12. These positions here, maybe with their combination, they can make you $6. Now, if you add 12 plus 6, you're already at 18. And 18 plus 10, that's about 28. 28 plus 6, that's $34. I hope my mathematics is correct. But all I am saying is, when you close some positions at your target that we spoke about on part 1, you leave one position running as a bonus. So in other words, that position, you protect it as a stop loss. So the reason why you are closing other positions is because you want to build your equity on your way to your bigger target. Maybe it's $100, your bigger target. Now, when you see that your account from the running position together with the equity has grown maybe 3 times, which is from $10 to $30. This means that you now have to close all positions and work from a $30 account, meaning that working from a $30 account is already different from working from a $10 account. The reason is because if you trade multiple pairs, another one will give you minus $10 profit, minus $10 loss. Another one will give you $10 profit. So in other words, at the end of the day, you are gaining zero. Or maybe another one will be giving you $11 profit. You'll be only gaining $1 in the market. So you need to avoid trading several pairs on a small account. Make sure that on a small account, you trade at least one pair. If it's about adding positions, you are adding positions on that single pair, because the moment you introduce another pair in the equation, it will give you a drawdown to your account and you're eventually going to blow that account. If you blow the account, at least blow the account knowing that you blew it with only one pair. So in other words, I'm saying that look for setups that are normally at peak formations. If you don't know how to trade peak formations, look for setups that are at least level 1. Don't look for setups that have moved or that have matured their trend, because they have too many ups and downs in a way that you can actually lose your money on a ranging market. So always make sure, and make sure that another point, make sure that you trade only the easiest setups. Make sure you trade only the easiest setups. Trade only the easiest setups. I remember there is one student of mine who has been growing their account, only from safety trade. Someone has been growing from ID50, someone has been growing from peak formations. Why? Because I taught them everything about market maker method strategy, but they decided uh, to only do a single thing that they understand best. So in other words, if you tell them that I'm seeing a peak formation on ODNZD, as long as they trade an ID50, they will tell you that I will wait for an ID50. Why? Because they want the easiest things. I want to be frank with you that there is no money written V75 or Euro USD or NASDAQ or whatever you can call it. There is no money written a currency pair or an index. Even if someone comes to you and say, I am the best in trading NASDAQ, I am the best in trading V75, there is no money written a currency pair. Money is money, whether you made it with V25. I remember when I raised one of my accounts in 3 days, uh, I raised that account using V100, volatility 101S, and that is one of my favorite pairs. I understand it better more than the V75s and the other pairs, to a point that I can even see a setup on V75 and leave it. But if I see a setup on V100, I'm sure, because it's the pair that I understand the most, and it always gives best and easy setups that I can trade. So you always have to look for the easiest things in the market. If there is a trade that you say, I know this kind of trade that always presents itself this way, trade that pair only, or trade that setup only. If on another day you get into the market, you see that setup not appearing, it means on that particular day it's day off for you. Never ever force trades, and never ever trade trades that you are not used to or that you don't know. always look for the easiest things. So we said, don't rush into the market. Take your time in analyzing the market. And you can see 5 to 10 setups. Don't stick to one pair. Look at every pair, look at all their setups, which one is easier to trade, which one has presented a clean setup and an easy entry. You go for that pair and make sure that you trade only that pair. Look at it. At what level is it? Is it at level 1? Is it at level 3? Trade only that pair and make sure that if you are topping up positions, you are only topping positions on that pair. Then on your way, while least you are swinging the pair, close some positions to build equity, so that along the way, if your account grows and you happen to see another pair that can also assist in growing the equity, you can now enter it knowing that you have grown your equity. The whole point is all these accounts that are less than $20, they can be built up to $100 if you want to. But a proper deposit of a forex trading account is $100. That's why you see that most professional brokers, they started 100. The reason why most of these brokers, they started 10 at $5 is because they want to catch everyone. So moving an account from $10 to $100 is very simple. But when we get to $100, now people get so confused. They start increasing lot sizes. They start getting on high volatility pairs. They start to show off that they are able to grow accounts. And the next thing, they don't have an account. So make sure that you have composure, you have discipline, and you trade only one pair whilst you are growing your account, at least until your account gets to around $500. I'm not saying that trade one pair every day. I'm saying in your account, there should be only one pair running at a time. Don't trade GBP USD, Euro GBP, Euro USD, Euro NZD in the same account of a $10, all of them 0.01. You will not go anywhere. The other one will definitely make a loss and the other one will make a profit. And your profit difference will be very small, such that you start regretting and saying, if only I traded one account. And normally what happens is when the other one is running at $5 profit, the other one is running at $2 loss, you say, this one is going to get into profit. Then you close the one that is at $5. The next thing you see, the one that was running at profit is now at minus $9. You get the point. So at the end of the day, your account draws down more than it's supposed to go up. I hope that makes sense. Have a nice weekend.